I want you to feel empowered. I want to empower you how you can have the biggest comeback of your entire life after a breakup. Maybe you thought that this person was going to be your forever. Maybe you thought that you were going to get married. Well, I am here to tell you, this is not an all and all. You can make it. You just have to give yourself some grace. One thing that I did, I asked God for forgiveness, because here I was. Let me be real. Here I was, walking in God's will, doing His will, being obedient, and boom, I thought that I met my husband and he wasn't my person. I got pregnant. I was not even married. And I asked for forgiveness. I'm not telling you that it's okay to go and have kids out of wedlock. No, don't let that be your goal. Wait, get premarital counseling and do whatever it is necessary to make sure that y'all can get the counseling together, and also get separate counseling as well. One thing that I did to empower myself, and it may sound like the total opposite of what you would want to do, I held myself accountable. I sat with my own emotions and my feelings towards this person. I looked at what I liked about this person, the things that I disliked about this person. I also prayed for this person, and it was the hardest thing to do. I asked God to forgive me, and I asked God to give me the strength to forgive this person. Coming in at number 2, it's time to revamp your life. Revamp your life. Write down in your journal goals and dreams, aspirations. Write down maybe 25, 50, maybe 100 things that you would like to do. Create a bucket list. This will inspire you to start to feel a little bit more like yourself. So after I had my baby, I would say my baby was 4 months, and I got an offer to come speak at an elementary school to 6th graders. And at first, I did not want to do it because I felt really down, and I felt like a failure before God. Like, God, I made this mistake. Here I am, a single mother. I'm not married. God, I don't deserve this, right? And not in a million years, the Mariah that I know would never say something like that. Never. So I sat with myself. I remember calling one of my mentors. And he was like, do it. Do it, because it will help you feel better. Remember what you stand on. Remember who you are. Remember, you're the one that help people. So now it's time to practice what you preach. So honey, I sent that email so fast, like, okay, such and such, I will do it. How do I need to prepare? Is there a certain time? Let's go. And guess what? I prepared myself for it. And I did it. And I felt so good. And then my son, he was 8 months. And then my baby was 8 months. And I participated in a fashion show. Something that was really historical. The first Midwest Juneteenth fashion show. And I was just so proud of myself because I accepted the way that my body will look after pregnancy. I experienced a nice shape, a big bum that I never had before. I experienced love handles. And by the grace of God, I got my body back. I would say 95%. But I'm so happy and so thankful that I was able to participate in this show, because when you do certain things in life, when you tap into your creativity, when you do things that you love to do, it really helps build your self-esteem back where it needs to be. Build the confidence that you once had, or even more confidence than what you did have. See, I was going through so many transitions to the point I felt like I couldn't keep up, but I knew God had my back. So during that time, I gave myself grace. I told myself, no matter how long it'll take, I'm gonna get back to it with my business. But in my heart, I wanted to be a stay-at-home mother as well. So I knew that I was making some type of sacrifice, being there with my son and teaching him the things that he needs to know, getting him ready for the world, getting him ready for school, getting his confidence up, making sure that he know who he is, making sure that he has the boundaries in place, the way that nobody crosses him and that he don't cross anyone else. I'm gonna hold my son accountable, okay? That's so important. Revamp your life. Write down some goals. Get back to what you really wanted to do. One thing that I love to do, I love to go back and look at old photos. If you have an Instagram page, go back and look at some photos. Get inspired. Go back to your Facebook page, or maybe some TikTok videos, or if you are in a creative space, or if you're not in a creative space, write down your accomplishments from the time all the way back when you made that first accomplishment, and pat yourself on the back. Look yourself in the mirror and say, you got this. Hold on in Jesus' name. Because guess what? Because the enemy may just be after you. Matter of fact, the enemy is after you because you have a really big task to do in the kingdom of God. Your story is, you may feel like your story is unheard of. Your testimony, nobody can benefit from this testimony, or I'm too embarrassed. Get ready. Get yourself together and find you a coach. The way that you can word whatever you need to word in your testimony to help someone else. If you are nervous about what you can say, I can help you with that. And matter of fact, go to my Wisio page and I can send you a personalized message. And matter of fact, for free, scroll all the way down, click on prayer. I'm only going to do this for this video, particularly this video. Click on prayer. I'm going to send you a prayer and give you some advice on your testimony or the next thing you need to do based off your current situation. You struggling to get over an ex or get past someone that really hurt you, a bad relationship between siblings, your parents, even your child. I am going to give you that advice for free. And make sure you say empower. Just put empower. And if you can't write a question, ask for a prayer request. And once I answer, make sure you say, hey, empower, I need some additional advice, and I got you. Here's another one. You feel stuck. Let me empower you so that you will not feel stuck anymore. Maybe you were with a narcissist woman or with a narcissist man and you have been gaslighted. I have a video right here. Matter of fact, this is the video, the gaslighting video. I have a link below. Click on this video and deep dive into this because it's important for you to educate yourself on different ways of how people manipulate, which gaslighting is the worst manipulation tactic out there. So you may feel like your mind is still with that person, and if you feel like your mind is still with that person, then you need to do a detox. You need to do a detox, and you may need to vent. So you may need a therapist that you can vent to. Because when you vent to people that you love and care about, you have a stock of feelings invested in them. You may have someone that you love and care about that will give you the right advice, but the safest thing to do is to get professional help. That way that you can come out of this faster. I know some people that broke up with their exes and they just cannot let go. And it's been 4 years, 5 years, 6 years, 7 years, and they're literally being robbed because of the guilt and the shame. But you have to deal with yourself. You have to deal with yourself. I think that some of us will run into that one that could have been your wife or could have been your husband, and you feel like, dang, I done sabotaged that. But here's the good news. God has something even better. God has something better. So if you want to feel unstuck, make sure that you cancel out the noise and really deep dive, like self-reflect. Just know that liking and loving toxic behavior is not cool. There's people out there that's addicted to toxic behavior, maybe because of the way that they grew up, or it was just something that was developed. So most times it's learned behavior, and you don't want to be a victim of that, because you will continue to attract the same type of men or the same type of woman. Ask God to renew you and show you, what is it that's causing me to attract this type of woman? What is it that is causing me to attract this type of men? And be okay to change, because change is good. You know, once we were kids with a childlike mind. We did kid activities. We had kid behavior, but we went through a change, and change is not always comfortable, but it's what's best for us. So be comfortable with change. I remember these two mentors, they prayed for me, and I'm happy I went through all of those growing pains, because I would not be on here helping other people. God knows where I would be, and He showed me where I would be, but I'm not going to share that today. Here's another one. Learn more about yourself. Depending on the duration of the relationship, say that was 2 years, 3 years, 5 years, you know what? You're always evolving. I believe that as human beings, we're always evolving. But for the relationships or even marriages, I've never been married, so don't come for me like, is she even married? This is what I believe, and I think that you can agree with me on this. For the longer relationships, sometimes you get so caught up in who you are with, and nothing's wrong with that. But what about after your breakup? Relearn who you are, because something new may blossom. You just never know. You just never know. And it's fun learning the new you. I'm currently learning a new me, and I'm enjoying, it sounds crazy, but I'm enjoying her. So I am so thankful that God has given me the strength, and I want Him to give you the strength to keep on carrying on. And here's another one. Make plans for your future. Make plans for your future. Where do you see yourself? And I know you may feel like if you haven't gotten over this person, like your future is with them. One thing's for sure, especially if you've been hurt in the most horrible way, and that person didn't hold themselves accountable, they're not making any changes. If you get back with them, they just may turn it up a whole nother notch and bring you hell. Allow yourself to grieve, but also make plans for your future, because your future can only be brighter. One thing that I love to do, find things that bring me joy. When I was pregnant, it was really hard for me to do gardening. And it's not a good idea to garden when you're pregnant. Finding joy after the breakup is so essential. Take some time, declutter your space, declutter your wardrobe, try on some new outfits. That's a really good way to detox your mind. And I also want to say, most importantly, be really careful for those with the old school ways. I say this because they accept any type of behavior and want you to come on and join in. Don't accept that type of behavior because they just feel like, well, we went through it, so you can go through it. No, that's horrible. That's like saying, well, I've been abused, so my child can be abused. Okay. Let me send him off to his abuser. No. If you know and you see something, depart, flee. Because your well-being and your mental health is way more important. Men, women, yes, both. Take a bath, light some candles, put some eucalyptus essential oil in there, get a diffuser, detox, work out, do whatever you need to do to get back to you, because you have a story that somebody is waiting on. I am here on this battlefield and I'm not gonna give up because I feel ashamed. I done dealt with the things that I've done, and God knows my heart. The thing is to not make the same mistakes. Is God tugging at your heart? Do you need some advice? Visit my Wisio page for a personalized answer. If you would like to receive a free prayer, please scroll all the way down and click the prayer button. Also, don't forget to like, share this video with someone. Make sure that you subscribe to the channel if you haven't subscribed yet. And follow me on Instagram at Mariah_Lovemore and TikTok at Mariah Lovemore. If you haven't had a chance to check out my music videos, Battle Repression Anthem, a music video that was developed right when the pandemic was taking place and the world was just in so much shock, to help people with suicide and depression. The second video, He's Alive. The third music video, if you are a Bengals fan and you are a part of the Houday Nation, check out Houday 1981. And until next time, bye. No, see ya.
The day my 4C hair grew past my shoulders, I knew I needed a little extra TLC. Introducing NAIJA Growth Elixir, an all-natural blended formula with essential oils that grows your hair, whether in a curly state or tamed. Combats itching and dandruff, stimulates hair follicles, moisturizes hair so you can retain length. Just apply on your scalp, hair, locks, and guys, don't forget about your beards. Great for at-home salons and barbershops. To receive 10% off, visit our website at www.naijabeautyproducts.com.